You know, it didn't take me long to be in Neltheria to forget just how much of a pit this place is. No, it really is a pit, my love. And I feel like your father knew that. He was only too happy to give it to us. Oh, now. I understand why your father gave me this as my duchy, but I do have to admit, it was a calculated move. I mean, he did send his beloved child to live with a villain here. Could have picked better places. Perhaps the underworld. The Calarian Plateau is not exactly known for its hospitable conditions. At the end of the day, I'm not surprised your father wanted me to be the Duke here. No, because if it were up to him, I would have lived out the rest of my days here. Truth be told, I'm surprised he didn't try to have somebody come here and just kill me directly. Well, perhaps he just didn't have the stomach for it. Perhaps he didn't have the men for it. And perhaps he was afraid of me. Either way, he was a fool. He crossed me. And now I'm king. And you, my beloved consort. Yes, and here we find ourselves back on the wind-swept plateau, looking at our former home. Do you miss it? Do you miss our beloved romantic bedchamber? Our fond memories made here? No, you're right. We never actually shared the bedchamber here. How times change. Well, I wasn't going to make you sleep in a guest quarter. You got the Duke's bedroom. I made do long enough. I wonder if the new Duke is comfortable in the position I gave him. Oh, because I hope he's become very comfortable. It would at least be an explanation as to his disrespect. My love, he did disrespect me. There's no amount of arguing or philosophizing or anything that can tell me otherwise. He disrespected me, his king, his sovereign. And there are consequences to disrespecting a man like me. That's why we find ourselves here today. I did listen to you. The other nobles all got their tax increase. But Him I deal with personally. I elevated this man to a position of power, and this is the thanks I get. I will not take that lightly. Not to worry, my love. I don't plan on doing anything too rash. Well, I'm not going to hang his head from a spike on the wall if that's what you're asking. I am, however, going to make it very well known what happens when you cross me. My love, I don't think there's been any question of what happens to people who cross you. You have my backing. Everyone knows you're the real power behind the throne. Oh, of course. If only they knew what you and I have done behind that throne. That's not my fault. You jumped on me that time, remember? Oh, I very clearly remember it that way. You were particularly ravenous that night. And of course, I was only too happy to oblige. If he keeps us waiting any longer, I am liable to burn down his keep. My love, you are far too forgiving. We've been standing out here for an hour. Truth be told, I'd be afraid if I was in his shoes as well. I'm not afraid. I'm not. I'm furious. And I will have my penance from him. Well, let's see what happens, shall we? Again, if he's not out within the next minute and a half, I am having the men pull the gates down. Well, it's the least I can do as king, now isn't it? Do you think he heard me? Oh, I'd like to think he did. If nothing else, it just makes me smile. And I do like to smile with you. My love, you make me smile in so many ways. That. That's smiling in a different way now, isn't it? Mm, Here comes the fatuous oaf. I promise I will be nice enough. Good Duke. It was so kind of you to see us on such short notice. My king, forgive my lateness, but I had matters to attend to. Did you? Matters. Anything the crown can help with? No, my king. I have everything in hand, but what can I do for you? For me? For me, you can do so much. All you have to do is name it, my king, and it will be yours. Really? Are you quite sure that's what you wish to tell me? Well, of course. What can I do for you, my king? Well then, perhaps you can tell me why you felt the need to disrespect me. My king, what do you mean? I called a meeting of the nobility recently, do you remember? My king, yes, you do. And you didn't show up. Now, why was that? Well, it's just, my king, that I heard about the other nobles, and you thought that not arriving was a good idea. My king, you must understand. With no one else arriving, I assumed my presence would be unnecessary. Really? And did you assume me incapable of making a decision about whether or not you are necessary? No, my king, it is not that. Then what is it? Did you just wish to disrespect me? Or did you think maybe I can put him in his place? Tell me, which one was it? It is not like that, my king. I did not mean to disrespect you. And then, upon finding out that your king had arrived, you saw fit to bar the doors to me, to not have your staff welcome me inside your keep, formerly my keep. Tell me something. How am I to take that insult? My king, I was in the middle of something. Yes, yes. For over an hour. So please, by all means, tell me, what were you in the middle of? My king, I what? I what, my dear Duke? What could have caused you to pay me such disrespect? Hmm. My beloved makes such a fair point. It's almost as if you wished to invite my ire. Tell me, did you wish to invite my ire? Ooh, maybe they're right. Maybe I should remove you from your position. How would you feel about that? Please, my king, I beg you. I will be better. I will always be loyal to you. Ah, so you weren't being loyal to me. Is that what you're telling me? Well, it is just that I thought, with the other nobles not there, I don't know. I had to understand their perspective. Their perspective? Their perspective is that I am a villain and a monster. Please tell me if I am. No, my king, I didn't want to. What? Lose favor with them? You should have been more worried about losing favor with me. You are right, my darling. I have to do something about him. So tell me, my dear Duke, What should be done? My king, I will pay extra taxes. I will do whatever you'll need. Whatever I need. Bold statement. Whatever I need. Do you know what I need? What do you need, my king? An example. My king! Shh, 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 shh. This is how you can best serve me now. I have to admit, I didn't think he would go that quickly. Oh, now, my darling. I said I wouldn't hang his head from a spike, and I don't plan to. But the rest of the nobility does need to know what happens when you cross me. I did need to make an example. And who better to make an example than him? Mm. Are you terribly angry with me? Whatever shall I do to make it up to you, my love? I'll consult you next time, I promise. Until then, though, we need to find a new duke. Yes, somebody worthy of the Calarian Plateau. Do you have anyone in mind? Mm, I'm sure we can figure it out. Now come, let's take back our bedchamber for the night. We'll head back to Neltharia tomorrow. My love, you never cease to amaze me. Even after all this time, are you looking for the good in me? I do love you, and I will always love you. Come now, let's get inside out of the wind.